What is up, you guys, and welcome back to more Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're going right off the last episode. Like I said, we were going to find that guy's ram, we're going to find the other fighter, and then we're going to get that book for the miller, which hopefully is not too difficult. So with that said, let's get some more food real quick before we leave on our journeys. So we've got a little bit of a day ahead of us, I think. See our energy, our nourishment. Alright, we're good. Excuse me. So I think the closest thing, I want to do the Trotsky Castle thing last. I think we'll do the Trotsky Grandmaster. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then we'll go down to find the lost ram. And that should be that. So let's go. Ooh, we found it. That was easy. That was really straight and narrow. That surprised me.
God bless.
Herbalist Barnett. Oh, are you it? You're the guy we're fighting? Let's save.
Oh, you pooch.
Hey.
You're up early. What'll it be?
You're so wholesome.
Do you live here all alone? In a wilderness like this?
What wilderness? Walk a few paces and you come to a bloody great castle. And I'm not really alone. Animals are company too.
I understand. I prefer being on my own as well.
But don't think I'm a hermit. People sometimes come to get ointments or herbs, and I'm glad to see them. But greeting neighbors and listening to gossip every day? I'd rather not, thanks. It's true, I don't always sleep easy here. The castle may as well not be there for all the protection it gives me. You get strange people wandering around from time to time. The kind best avoided by honest folk. My advice to you is to be careful. I recently saw two vagabonds like that. No doubt they don't think I'm worth the effort. But I still lock the door every night and push a bench up against it.
Where exactly did you come across them?
In the rocks above my cottage. Be careful if you go there.
Why did you become a herbalist?
Let me guess. It seems like a woman's work to you, eh?
No.
No, I didn't mean it like that. It's just that the only herbalists I know are women. You're the first male one I've met.
My grandmother taught me everything I know. She used to take me with her to the forest and told me something about every herb she picked. What it's called, where it grows, and what it's good for. And in the evenings, she tested me mercilessly on everything. If I made a single mistake, I got a slap on the ear.
Oh.
You memorized everything? No recipes?
Why? I keep all the recipes in my head and measure out the ingredients by eye.
But people trust you anyway, since they buy salves and healing potions from you.
What else can they do? The only real apothecary here is Emmerich, and he charges a lot. Besides, he moved here from the city.
Isn't it dangerous not knowing the exact amounts and mixing the potions by eye?
Maybe for me. If I lick my fingers while crushing some herb Paris, for instance. But I've never poisoned anyone yet. Well, at least not by mistake.
What do you have?
I'll have a look at...
Let's see, this guy has some savior schnapps. Take some of those. Buck's blood. We'll just leave it at that.
Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Uh-huh. Maybe this isn't the right guy? Said his name started with a B.
What do you need, my friend?
Huh. I thought he'd be around here. Maybe it's too early. I don't know.
How can I help you today, friend?
Ah, okay.
So you're
Sure.
that Grand Master?
What did you call me? Who's been telling you stories about me?
It's just that I've heard you're the best fighter far and wide.
Ah, so that's what this is about. I haven't been called that in a long while, lad. And who might you be?
My name's Henry, and I know a bit about fighting myself. I reckon I've beaten every fighter in the region, so I got sent to you.
You mean to beat me too, eh?
Hopefully.
I don't know. I'm getting too old for this sort of thing.
No.
Well, I came all the way here to see you. I'm giving you the chance to hit me with impunity. Do I really have to try to convince you?
At least embarrassment doesn't hurt. But bruises, cuts, and a broken nose, on the other hand.
I've been through worse.
I've been through a lot worse. You won't dissuade me with that.
All right then. If it's really what you want, let's dance. But I have two conditions. First of all, we'll only fight once. I don't want you begging for a rematch when you lose. And second, the fight ends when one of us gives up. I don't want to have to try to revive you. Got it?
Okay.
All right, agreed. Should we get right into it?
Fine. Let's get this over with. Let's go over there, so you don't trample my herbs. Ready? Don't slow down. You just got started.
There.
Ah,
That's that.
that's it.
You really gave me a licking, lad. Who'd have thought you had it in you?
You pack a hell of a punch yourself. For a herbalist, that is.
Well, now what? I'd hate to send you home empty-handed,
I didn't challenge you for money.
and I'm not offering you any. Let me clean up your wounds at least. Or I could show you how to treat them yourself. What do you say?
No, but thanks.
Oh, it's nothing. There's really no need.
Well, suit yourself. But when it gets infected and buckets of pus start pouring out of you, you'll remember what I said.
Actually, why not? I could stay for a little while.
That's more like it. And listen, what if that moment were to last a little longer? I have some lovely aged mead here. We could chat a while. I don't get many visitors here.
Mead, you say?
Did you say mead?
Homemade, my friend. Come, let's have a toast to our fight.
Yeah, let's hang with them.
Come on, have another with me.
Another one? This'll be the 7th. I think. I'm not a fish.
Don't be like that. You can't leave now anyway. You just puke in my flower bed and fall asleep on an anthill somewhere.
Well, that's your fault for living in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
It has its benefits too, you know.
Aye? And what benefits?
I'm my own master here. I don't give a flying toss about what's happening somewhere in the village.
Isn't it a bit of a lonely life?
Don't make me out to be some kind of hermit. I get people coming here for herbs, salves, and once in a blue moon, someone comes and challenges me to a fight.
Does that happen often?
Not the fighting part, but people have been coming here for herbs more and more often. If they're polite and ask nicely, I even let them pay me back later. Times are tough.
What made you move to this lonely place?
You think someone forced me?
Well, you just don't seem like someone who'd spend his days weeding gardens. It seems to me like you're running away from something.
That's an interesting thought, but you're dead wrong. I just found myself here one day and decided to stay. I learned to like it here and make do with the little I had. I can teach you if you'd like.
Henry the Bruiser, you beat the best brawler around. What can you teach me?
You said you could teach me something. What was it?
Other than fighting, I'm pretty familiar with all sorts of herbs. People come to me with various maladies.
And you always heal them?
Always. Always when there's still time. Sometimes they'd be better off going straight to the priest.
That sounds like it could come in handy.
But if I'm supposed to teach you something, it won't be for free.
I understand. I'd be happy to pay you.
All right. What do you want to know?
Nah, we're good. Alright, good quest. I feel like we missed out on some of his lore by failing that check, but it's pretty high. What are you gonna do? Whew, okay. Now we go find that sheep. I forgot the day's almost over. Oh no. We shouldn't be doing this in the dark, huh? Oh my goodness. Are you friendly?
Oh, you pooch.
Oh my god, why? What's your problem? Okay, blue A, blue A. There we go.
Quick! Whoa!
Oh, there's a wolf. There's a wolf. He's thrown me off. He's thrown me off. What a time to be alive. Get out of here. Got him. Mutt! That one! Mutt!
Sick!
Mutt, help me! What is going on? Fighting these wolves can be so janky sometimes. Oh, brother, give me a break.
This must be the lost ram.
Ignatius?
Greetings, sheep. Don't worry. We're going home.
Ignatius is a sheep?
Do you want to hear a joke? What did the wolf say to the baby sheep? Nice to eat you.
I don't think you like that one.
You're right. It wasn't that funny.
You didn't like that.
These forests are full of wolves. If we run into them, you'll have a choice. You can either run away or fight. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, where's he going? Ignatius. Is he going back home? Ignatius. Ignatius, where are you going? Is he actually just heading back home?
Sit. I said, sit. Oh, aye. Only for carrots.
How do I use a carrot on you? Can I hold it on my person? There.
What do you call two sheep who are dating? A relationship.
Oh. Whoa. Why? You think I can herd him all the way back? Is that gonna take forever?
One eternity later.
What did the clean sheep say to the dirty sheep? You smell bad.
Henry. I don't think he liked that.
Sit. I said, sit. Oh, aye. Only for carrots.
Let's see, how do I do this carrot thing then? Here. Did he just follow my whistle? How on earth? Whoa! Hey! I whistled and he listened! Stanislav, I've done it! You just have to whistle.
Well, I'm back.
So, what happened? Don't keep me in suspense.
I brought that ram of yours.
That's wonderful of you. I thought he'd be done for.
Yeah?
And he almost was, too. The wolves were just coming for him.
Then you have my admiration. I'd have probably run for the hills.
So I deserve some kind of reward, don't I?
Absolutely, absolutely. Here, you have everything I can afford. You got that thorn out of my side. Or rather, that wolf from my arse. You deserve it all. See you soon, my friend.
Perfect. Let me wash. I'm so filthy. Hey, give me some money and some dice. Isn't that lovely? I've got $1,000 still. Is it dead? Oh no, he's just chilling. Okay. Yeah, it's a little strange that Trotsky Castle does not have a checkpoint. But, oh well. We're gonna do a long rest, sleep and save, long rest. Like it's D&D. Oh, we're starving. Gosh darn it. Move. Let's see. Could still eat. There we go. Much better. Alright, Mutt. Let's feed you.
Here, Mutt.
There we go. Enjoy. And now I guess we just trek to Trotsky Castle. I'm not whistling at you. Do not worry yourself. Alright, let's go!
Whoa!
Alright, we are here. With no issues, I hope. Look at Hans Capon. Hans Capon. Hold on, my lovely. I'm not ready yet. Look at it. Hey. Hey. Okay, let's look into this. Find the book for the miller. Check with the scribe for clues about the book. Okay. I know where the scribe is. Oh, that's Catherine.
Why? one that he was saying things.
I can't talk to her. I don't know how much access we have to the castle still,
Amen. Hail Mary.
but
Grace.
everyone seems chill so far. Scribe. Hey there.
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-colored cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
You know.
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He
course.
left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
What could be behind it?
Why would Nickvard suddenly be avoiding you?
I have a sneaking suspicion. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said,
He's like, I agree,
Nickvard is
low-key.
intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch, the hand.
Regina.
For a nobleman, Nickvard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nickvard is a loner. Which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkove's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
Okay, I'll find it.
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to Nickvard.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you found out.
Before I go, can you tell me where I can find those people in the castle?
Who, exactly?
All of them.
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the crone's kitchen. She's there most days. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower castle, across from the door to the dungeon.
Okay.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkoff's personal maid, she'll likely be somewhere in the Maiden's Palace. Perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps there.
Where is Hirsch, the stable boy?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle. He sleeps in the house directly across from it. I don't know him much, though.
You said Nickvard is avoiding you. Where at the castle does he live? Are there any places he frequents?
Nickvard lives like a
Frequents?
hermit here at Trotsky. Like a ghost. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower. But God knows if he's ever slept there. He took his meals down in the Crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the Knight's Hall, in the Maiden, or looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him a few times with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle.
So I just have to hope I run into him somewhere.
Nickvard always just shows up. I've rarely ever found him on my own. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since I've been trying myself.
That's everything I needed to know.
Okay. Sounds like something. Ask the cook. Is there anyone up here we can ask? Nah. Back downstairs we go. Oh, don't lockpick. Don't do that. Move, lady.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Yeah, well, just get out of my way. Ask the cook. Now, the cook's probably all the way down here.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Book.
Bertha, instead of devils, I need your help now with Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Libac to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine, but I don't even know if the last one helped. I told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
Nickvard needed medicine? For what?
I can't say. I promised Lord Libac his secret is safe with me, as well as his phial of medicine.
Oh, come now. Nickvard misplaced an important book somewhere. A sort of alchemist cookbook. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord Libac's secret is certainly worth more than any book.
Well, if a nobleman's secret is worth so much, how about this? That'll buy you more than one book.
I suppose Lord Libac wouldn't mind. And do you have the exact amount?
Of course.
So many groschen. I promise I'll split it with Lord Libac when I see him, and I'll explain everything.
But now tell me, what's the medicine for?
Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Libac had, well, how to say it? Everything came out much too quickly.
Nickvard didn't have time to run down the stairs, eh?
It was in the privy down below the crone. By the training ground, below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. He didn't want this little episode to put them off. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters, though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead, and only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire time he looked as if he'd done the worst thing in the world.
Oh.
It happens to the best of us. And I told him as much then. I'm just surprised he never came back for another file. I must say, he did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
I don't know if this is going to do me any good.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
Interesting. I don't think that helped. I think I just wasted $200, but okay. Now we know a little too much about Nick. Regina.
Greetings. What do you need?
Do you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time.
Well,
I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
yes.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
Sure.
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Never
Chill,
mind.
chill,
Read
chill,
on.
chill.
Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
What?
That was complete nonsense. I was embarrassed to read it.
Imagine how I felt having to listen to it.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebeck has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. But he thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's Potion Book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
Okay.
I understand. Just one more thing, please. When was the last time you saw Nickvard? And where?
The last time was in the Knight's Hall. But that was a long time ago. I found that message a few days ago. Hard to say where he's off to.
Thanks anyway.
Okay. Let's see. Find out what the stable boy knows about Nickvard. May as well. Now, I really wish there was a checkpoint here. I hate this castle.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Yeah, yeah.
With you.
God be with you.
Liars. They hated me. It's around the corner, should be.
I heard they're going to cut down the old oak at the crossroad.
Crazy.
Greetings.
Greetings.
What brings you here so early in the morning?
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Hey, Nick. I mean, Lord Liebeck. I almost forgot about him. I suppose his task wasn't so pressing, hmm?
Task?
What task?
Nick Liebeck, that is, entrusted me with a big task quite a while back. He's a castle lord. Obviously, I had to obey him. But then I heard what another castle lord was planning, von Berghoff, and I had to obey him even more. He says there's a war on. So here I am, ready to go off to battle.
I need to know more about what Nickvard asked you to do.
No. There are new rules now. You have to prove you're not a spy.
What rules?
What are you blathering about?
Von Berghoff said there's a war on, right now. I told him, watch out for spies, Sir Otto. But fear not, I know how to sniff them out.
What are you talking
You're a spy
about?
yourself, ain't you?
What are you talking about?
I'm not.
Ha! That's exactly what a spy would say. That's why you have to be vetted, to see if you're really on our side. The side that Nickvard's on, just so you know. We're all friends here. You can join us.
I'd like to.
Hold your horses. First a test.
Tell me what you want from me, then.
A sword.
Sword?
Sword? What sword?
A long and very good one to help me deal with other spies. If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one for me. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, they're not in the towers anyway.
Steal a sword? That sounds like something a spy would do.
Not a spy who wants to help von Berghoff's most loyal servant. By servant, I mean me. See, once I get a sword, I'll fill you in on Nickvard's task.
I think I have a sword.
You wanted a sword? So look at what I got for you.
I don't. This would be a
I don't
long
want an
sword.
invisible sword. Them are spy swords. Suspicious.
What is wrong with this guy? I don't know. You think I'd be able to talk him into it, right?
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word games on me.
Oh.
Persuasion, threats. I know about them spy tricks. Deeds talk louder than words. For example, like bringing me a sword.
Oh, brother.
I'll think of a way to...
Okay, well, isn't there like a blacksmith right over here? Surely he sells blacksmith stuff. Putting me through the ringer once more. Poor Henry.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you.
Good dog.
Sure.
God be with you.
Good
Cheers.
boy.
I hope you have an uneventful shift.
Sir?
You're up early?
Show me your wear.
On a longsword. Ah, dang, these are expensive. He really wants a longsword, huh? This is who we are now? Alright. Can I sell anything while I'm here? Okay.
Thank you, and a good day to you.
Thank God I've been making money lately. I would be crashing out right now. Capon.
Devilish was involved. You don't see something like that every day.
See you later.
Farewell.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings to you, friend.
Greetings. Alright, where is this loser? Hirsch?
About Nickford.
Got that sword yet, spy?
I do.
You wanted a sword? So look at what I got for you.
Here you go.
That's perfect. Lovely. I don't think you're a spy. Can't say for sure, but you seem all right.
What about Nickford, then?
Nickvard asked me to do something for him. He must have admired my devotion to Lord von Bergoth. Either way, Nick looked troubled and not very healthy. He wanted me to fetch him something he lost outside the castle, and I told him I would. At least I could check to see if anyone was sneaking around about the castle. But then Nickvard clutched his belly and ran off. So I never found out what he wanted, or from where.
That's all?
Aye. If you run into Nickvard, ask him if he still needs it or whether he found it himself. I'll be going into war soon, so I don't have time for these things, see?
I'll tell him.
Okay, then. Find out. I guess we just have to find Nickvard, then? Or find the book? Think, oh my god, what's going on in Semine? What's all this? What on earth? We ain't never making it out of here. Okay, find the book. Where in the world, where could this nobleman be? Huh. In return, he told me Nickvard had given him an assignment to find something the nobleman had lost beyond the castle wall. Only trouble is he never found out what he was meant to be looking for. Could it be the book? We wrote a love letter. Unfortunately, it sounded like things didn't go according to plan. He says book disappeared into the void. I wasted $2 to learn about Nickvard's intestinal condition. Okay, so he lost something beyond the castle wall. I guess we can go back to the... What's it? The scribe? Let the man know what we found. Hans Capon.
Careful.
I still have some perk points I need to spend as well, so I'll probably do that after this. Will not take long. Scribe! I ran here.
About that lost alchemy book.
Please tell me you found it.
Not yet. But I searched for Nickvard, and I have
sorry.
some clues.
Tell me what you've learnt then.
It looks like Nickvard brewed some sort of potion from the book. He told Regina it would restore his youth, but the potion didn't sit well with him. He must have spent a lot of time on the privy at the training grounds below the Crone. Bertha brewed a digestive potion for him, but it didn't work. When he wasn't shitting or writing notes to servants, he asked Hirsch to bring him something from beyond the castle walls. He lost something there, and then he vanished without a trace.
What do you think about it?
The three of them killed him? I think the book fell into the privy.
You said that Nickvard had a habit of carrying books everywhere with him. If that was the case with the alchemy one, it's possible it fell down the latrine while he was shitting by the training ground. And now it's lying somewhere on the cliffs beyond Trotsky.
That actually sounds quite likely to me. Let's pray he didn't use it to wipe himself.
All
Go
right.
there and look. Perhaps you'll find the book, and Nickvard too.
I was getting the idea that maybe that was the case.
Again, haven't you? And what if I have? He may be a bit odd, but everything he says is true. The other day, he told me to give the cows dark ale to drink.
What? You didn't actually do it, did you?
Laugh all you like. But if I told you they gave 3 times as much milk afterwards, you still wouldn't be impressed, would you?
Wait, really?
Aye, aye. Take my advice and go and pickle some cabbage, friend.
Best of luck. Take care.
Farewell.
They're talking about
I'm sorry.
the miller. Okay, I think we still have to go a bit of a ways outside the castle. Huh? Ugh. Oh,
You
see-
must be Nickvard, eh? Poor wretch.
Dang. Is he... Does this count as stealing? You know? Does it? Let me see. Nah. While we're here. Oh, he was bald. There we go.
Sand-coloured cover, embossed. That'll be the book Crazel wants. But it's quite ordinary. Apart from being covered in shit.
So did he die just from the digestive issues? Is someone searching for me? Why is there a rabbit? What's going on here? Who wants to fight? We'll never know. Okay, let us just make ourselves all the way back to Lower Samine. Wasn't too bad. Pretty straightforward quest. I'm out. Okay, Miller.
God bless.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I didn't even look inside.
You had a treasure like this in your hands, and you weren't even curious to have a peek? Well, I suppose it's not for everyone. I'll have a look for myself. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Long story.
Like the essence of life from the skies didn't bother you, and now you're squeamish.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Ah, of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
Good.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Krazer. What's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair, and there you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right, then. I hope you keep your word this time.
All right. I'm getting nervous. Go to the lair. All right. Let's go, Mutt. Also, let's swap our shoes real quick while we're here. Very much. Alright, we're here.
What'll happen now?
Our last supper. With only one but very filling course awaits us.
Krazel, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself. What do you think is going to happen?
You'll tell me what's going on?
Well, hopefully I'll finally find out what the point of all this was.
Or not. Until you try another dose of niter.
I wouldn't do that to him. Not today. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on.
Thanks.
So, it's time we started being honest with you.
Good.
So you can finally learn the whole truth.
Okay.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer.
Please.
That's the fun part.
One more word, Zinek, and you'll get one on the nose.
Calm down, friend. I'm just kidding. Tell him then, Bonnie.
This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
Uh-huh.
The miller here calls it tactics.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our Magnum Opus.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum Opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
Well, my first guess was weapons because of the the metal balls that we found. So I'll just say that.
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on. Although weapons were our last order of business. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade.
Here we go.
Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. And I had a lot of questions about everything. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
You studied at a university.
So you went to a university in Prague? The son of a miller?
Why not? My father worked his arse off, and he had the coin for it, miller or not. I met a lot of remarkable people at the university, and my thirst for knowledge kept growing. But in the end, it only took a year of all that pretentious, scholarly blathering and hypocritical nonsense for me to realize I wouldn't learn anything proper there. Most of the students and masters are just a bunch of dogmatic fools. They have their own truth, and those who want to know more or ask the wrong questions fall into disfavor, as was my case.
They kicked you out?
So they kicked you out?
I didn't give them the pleasure. I left myself. The most important science is not subject to any religious dogma. And, of course, it's not taught at any university.
You mean alchemy?
Exactly. The art of combination and dissolution. The key to understanding the very nature of the world. There's only one queen of science. Alchemy. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
What about your parents?
What did your parents say when you returned from your studies?
My mother had already passed away. All my father said was, "I knew you'd be back." And he sent me to haul sacks of flour. I think in the end he was glad to have someone to take over the mill from him. From then on, alchemy became my true passion. I brought a few important books from Prague. I started with the most difficult thing. I tried to create gold.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work. But after a few tries, I managed to create something entirely different. Once I tried mixing sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter. I had a candle burning next to me. A gust of wind scattered the mixture, and all of a sudden, bang! I almost shit myself, I tell you. But then I realized I'd unwittingly created a miracle. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that. We're all in on it now.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnik did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos was our shopping list and price list for material from Kuttenberg.
Only we didn't know correct proportions. I looked up a few of my former fellow students and brought it up with them. And we found out that before us, some monk had already made the discovery.
Some fella called Black Bertold. And that he even started writing a book called
Feuerwerkbuch.
We can believe our luck when we found out there's a copy of it right here at Trotsky.
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. In the right hands, it can make miracles happen. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old world order. It will wipe out stupidity and ignorance, once and for all.
And what will happen now?
As I said, we're about to have our last supper on our journey to satisfy our hunger for knowledge. A feast of smoke and fire.
Hold on. Bertold, I might sound stupid. Was Bertold the guy who made the trebuchet for us in the first game? Because I remember there being a guy, I don't remember what his name was. It might have been Conrad or something, I don't know. But there was a guy in the first game that also had the same like discovery, and he was basically like, imagine if we created this and this and this, and he was basically just explaining what a gun was, but without the certain like terms for it. And everyone just kind of looked at him like he was crazy, and it was meant to be like, haha, funny moment. Is that who they're talking about? Let me look it up. No, it was Conrad. Okay, I was thinking of someone else then.
Bertold never finished his book because he never had enough ingredients for his last great experiment. But now, thanks to you, we do. We can finally finish Bertold's work and finish his book. We'll see with our own eyes what a barrel of black powder can do. I hope you're as excited as I am.
A barrel? A barrel?
Before we get started, there's something I want to know. What is it you're going to do with this powder?
During wartime, like it is now, a flammable and explosive mixture like this has more uses than you can imagine. If we had a few big barrels of the stuff, we could demolish Trotsky if we wanted to. And maybe we will.
Oh,
all of us here
don't
are
say
truly
that.
Passionate about the idea of a new world, and now it's within our grasp.
Oh, you're tweaking a little bit. Hold on. My boyfriend's still in Trotsky Castle.
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my own eyes.
Let's do it then. Bonnie, is everything ready?
Indeed, it is. We can get started. Long live the beautiful new world.
They're kind of crazy with that. Oh my god. That is a lot of powder. Boy, you need to run immediately. Immediately, we're running. Immediately. We're not far away enough. Cover your ears, Henry. We are not far away enough. Oh, the rat.
Looks like it ain't working.
God.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
For the worst.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
Oh my god. They're crazy and they have weapons. Recipe for... He's got the tinnitus going on.
I might actually listen to you if my ears ever stop ringing.
That's so weird.
You silly doggy.
Ooh. Boy, that is dangerous.
How about some more advice on sneaking around in Troskowitz?
You've come to the right man. As clumsy as a blind dog and
Oh, okay.
Well, I was focused mainly on my fighting skills.
I don't blame you. Me, I'm no good with a sword. Might be more useful to you in your vocation anyway. But still, ask away. What do you want to know? I'll try to explain it as simply as I can.
That's all.
Never mind.
You really led me on about the gunpowder magazine, didn't you? A golem made of dough, souls inside saltpeter, the secrets of light and shadow. That was all just empty talk, wasn't it?
Not exactly. It's all based on the real philosophy of the Jewish Kabbalah. I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von Freiburg, but it was never in my interest to put their theories into practice. But they worked brilliantly as a cover-up, don't you think?
Sure.
I really thought you'd have a golem made from dough walking around the mill, or that I could become invisible.
Ah, but black powder is no less a miraculous creation.
So for the last time, Crazel, what now?
I'll do what I promised, and what will most likely be my fate. I'm going to gather together all the knowledge I've acquired and finish Black Berthold's book. I'll finish his opus.
Uh-huh. And what about me?
That's up to you, Henry. You're a free man. Lord Samine has no hold over you, and never did. You know, the inevitability of God's plan takes no interest in people like you and me. We'll always be little people, beneath it all.
Sounds like I went to a lot of trouble for nothing. I didn't really have any influence on anything.
There's no one right path. When you accept that as reality, all your doubts will be dispelled. Maybe it's just time to carry sacks at a different mill. But if you're still interested in learning a bit more, drawing from the well of alchemical knowledge...
I know where to find you.
Indeed.
Wow. That was something. Wow. Okay. We've helped create weapons. Incredible. We look at our books. Recipe for lead shot gunpowder. You learn a new recipe, lead shot gunpowder. Do you want to see it in the recipe book? Sure. Water, sulfur, saltpeter, charcoal. Crazy.
Wax.
Crazy.
Rushes boiled in wine.
If you say so. We'll try Russians next time.
I'd also like to take a look at that book, Crazel.
In due time, Piney. In due time.
God, you don't want her to look at the book. Let's go over here. See what the quests might be. But as far as any other quests I want to do as of right now, I kind of don't have anything.
So how's it going?
Good.
Anything new at the mill?
Not really.
Are you still organising fights?
Aye. Do you want to join?
Sure.
Come on, let's fight some more.
Again?
Yeah.
All right. But we still have to make a bet.
Here you go.
Here's the money.
Good. Defend yourself.
Ooh.
I'll pull your guts out from your throat.
Useless.
Ooh. Ooh. Where's my dodge?
Fucking cunt!
Whoa, whoa.
You'll be walking arse first.
What? What does that even mean? Hold on, he stunned me into confusion.
Go fucking. Shit! You'll be walking arse first. You'll be shit.
Ooh, damn!
You roll around then.
What?
Sorry. I'll go and wash myself now.
Get out of here. You good?
Oh, say, Henry. You battered me pretty good.
Yeah, you like
Here's
it?
your money. Enjoy it.
Thank you. That was something. Anyone else want to fight?
My regards.
should be a law against people.
Okay.
Are you still fighting sometimes?
Sure.
Let's do it.
What about another brawl?
Damn.
But don't forget the bet.
All right.
Here's the money.
That's more like... Come closer.
Okay.
You fucker! Just you wait.
Quite fun. Indeed. Get up, good sir. Hurry up. Hello. Oh, where'd he go?
You really kicked my ass.
I
You
did.
alright? It's nothing compared to a beating from Vera. Here, your winnings.
I beat him
You
too,
earned
though. All right, Hansel.
Good day. What would you like?
Beat you up?
Well,
of course.
Let's go.
What about one more fight?
I don't have anything better. Not so fast.
Yep.
I do.
Say your prayers.
My speech leveled up.
Christ! Shit! You fight like a little girl.
That's mean. Oh, he's done.
All right, so you won.
Thanks for the fight.
You're gonna shove your thanks up your ass.
Oh, Hansel.
Here, it's yours.
Don't be that way. I love you. Your name is so fun to say. Hansel, Hansel, Hansel. Stencil, Hansel. Alright, I'm going to rest up here. I guess that's kind of all there was for the quests here. I feel pretty confident to go ahead with the main story now. So I think we're gonna be doing that in the next episode. Yeah. Sounds good. I'm happy with that. Whew, all right. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna have Henry sleep this off. In the next episode, I'll have all of my clothes washed off screen and be ready for the day. Henry's already starving. We're not off to a great start, but in the next one, we will be all ready to go to the next main quest. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.